Alright guys, this is episode number 2 and I have some seedlings that are pretty grown, and what I'm gonna do here is take 2 of these and put them into my arrow garden. There's 2 different selections here because I selected 2 different type of pods just for fun. One with a really crazy hook and one that's really large, so I label it hook and large. So we're gonna grow one of each and see what's going on. My arrow garden here has been filled to about 1 gallon, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add some nutrients, and we're gonna do it half strength because the plants are still small. And I'm gonna use this. So usually it's 1 teaspoon per gallon of water. That's usually how much I use. So we're gonna go half. Just about half. Alright, we're gonna test the pH. It's right now it's 6.7, so we need to adjust it a little bit. We're gonna bring this down to about 5.9. Alright, this is around 5.6, which is perfect. You want it between 5.5 to 6.5. I'm going to put this back on. Okay, for our seedlings, we are going to pick 1 of each. So usually the one with the most roots should be the one you pick. So this one here is the large, so I'm going to put it on this side. So as you can see, I'm not using the sponge from the arrow garden, but that's fine. You can just kind of like cut it a little bit to make sure they're fit right here. And on top of that, what you can also do, because we want it sort of like to match the arrow garden sponge, so just go like this. Take an extra piece and cut it and put it like so, and then put this one on top of it. And don't worry about it, the roots will grow right through it later. See, now you have like an actual arrow garden kind of stuff. Okay, so this is the large. I'm gonna put it right here. And you always label, because if you forget, that would really suck. So these will not remain here for all their entire life, because all I'm trying to do here is rush it, get it to grow faster, and then move it outside. Alright, that is it. We're gonna plug in our pump and let it begin. Okay, so that's working right now. And for the spaces that are not being used, I ordered these from Arrow Garden. It fits the best. I mean, you can make your own, but I like these because of the way they fit. They just look better. And you also want to move your lights down as close as possible, because these need plenty of lights to grow well and develop nice thick stalk. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna do for some of these, and then the rest of these here, we're gonna put it outside in solo cups for the double cup method. Alright guys, for the remainder of these seedlings here, I'm gonna take them out of these rock wool and I'm gonna put them in these individual cups. So the process is pretty simple. I'm gonna show you how I do it. So what you want to do is you make sure you transplant these very early, because if you wait too long, they could develop roots and they're going to wrap all over the rock wool, and it's going to be very difficult to take out. You can actually put the rock wool directly into soil if you like, but I kind of don't want to do that, because rock wool can retain a lot of moisture and water, so it could cause the roots to have a little problem if you overwater or accidentally water too much. So that is why I like to take it out and then put them just in soil. So I've already shown you guys how to make these cups in the past year or past season. So basically you just need 2 cups, and the inner cup you just need to take your scissor and you just cut around like these 4 corners right here. So I usually just cut 4, and that is it. That is all you need to do. And then after that you need to grab some soil and make sure you put a label on. Okay, so then there it is. You want nice fluffy soil. Seed starting mix works the best. You can make your own. You just get some nice soft soil, add some perlite for drainage and aeration, and that is the type of soil that I like to use. So this one here is perfect there. So what we're gonna do is take one of these here. Oh, there's 2 of them. And then you see on the side of the rock wool, the roots kind of like run straight down. So what I like to do is I just need to tear away the rock wool like so. Take a spoon, and then you just plant that right in there. So a little bit rock wool is just fine because that wouldn't affect the plant too much. So you want to plant it as deep as possible. That way, just in case if your plant is too leggy, that would also help. So if you have leggy plants, you want to plant them deep and then give them really good light, and then they should be fine. So now you just give it some water. And then what I usually like to do is I give it a few of those Osmocote pebbles just to assist the plant a little bit. You don't need much. And then when you water like this, it kind of like help feed the plant a little. Make sure the water, the soil is moist all the way through, and the water can drain out easily so that it doesn't stay around. Because see how it drains out right there? Because the roots need to breathe. So if water stick around too often and the soil is too compacted, then the roots will have trouble breathing, and then it will not grow well. So that is how I transfer from rock wool into soil. But as I mentioned, you can just take the rock wool and put right in soil. All right, let me finish the rest and I will show you where I'll put these. All right guys, I am all complete for now. I have 8 plants there under my LED light here. This is the Kingbo 900 watts. And I have a video that I did of the unboxing for it. But there it is. It's gonna share the tent with some of the plants that I have already there. And there is gonna be more plants here very soon because I haven't had a chance to start any of the newer ones yet. So that is the Hornet. So within the next video you may see that there will be a lot more. So that is all for now. Alright guys, it has been 2 weeks now since we took some of the plants from rock wool to place into the aero garden, and look at this progress. It is crazy. So you're gonna be amazed when I show you the one in soil. And of course the one in soil is not gonna be anywhere near as large as these because hydro will always grow faster because nutrients are always available readily anytime the plants need. So it's basically like they're gonna grow like they're in steroids. So 2 weeks is the progress right here. So let's go into our tent and take a look. Alright guys, here are the plants in the tent, and let me show you the progress as opposed to the aero garden. See, these are the Scotch Brain that I started first. So I think the Scotch Brains are 3 weeks old. A little bit over 3 weeks. I think it's 24 days. So a little bit over 3 weeks. And then here it is. These are the Hornet that I started at the same time in rock wool. And I took them out and placed them in soil, and took the other ones and placed them in the aero garden. And as you can see, the aero garden is probably twice as large. So hydro plants usually grow much faster. And here are the rest of the other ones that I have going. So the Scotch brains are these right here. They sprouted first because I started them first. So I'm gonna give a few away. I'm gonna pick the best one to enter into the contest. And then I have some stargazers here, Scarlet Rose, Lemon Starburst, Sriracha Pumpkin. Just started those. Those are the Scarlet Rose. Those are extra. These guys took forever to come up. I think they took about 15 days. Usually they, maybe a little bit more, but usually most of my plants or seedlings start in around 7 to 10 days. And I got some pretty cool stuff going on this year, so you make sure you guys follow, because I have a very interesting varieties. Most of them are going to be my crosses, but I snuck in a few that I really like the white habanero, the mini ones. I think they're the Yucatan white hab. And then I have some let's see, where's the other ones? Anyway, I'm not sure where they are, but here they are. These are all the plants I have. I started them so late, so they're not as big as they should be. So usually by this time I would moved a few outside already, and they should be like around this size by now, but I'm way behind, but that's okay. Also, let me show you, this is one of the Scotch brain, and it has roots peeking out. Do you see here? So when you see roots like this, what you want to do is give it a little bit nutrients, and that would boost their growth like crazy. So this guy, I have been feeding it already, and as you can see, it's larger than all of them. So let me show you how I do it. Okay, I always mix my nutrients a gallon at a time, and just do the standard mix. This year I'm using Dynagrow, 5 milliliter per gallon of water, and you need to pH it between 5.9 to 6.5. You see here, so there's one root, and what you want to do is just give it a little bit so that the roots can reach it. That's it, that's enough. Don't overfeed the plant, because you don't need to. Continue to water from top until you see roots, but you still want to water from top to keep the soil moist. And for the one that have their roots poke through, you do the same, except you feed a little bit of nutrients down there. So that's like vitamins for them. They love those things, and they would just drink it up quickly, and they would grow like crazy. You see, there's a difference between that guy and the rest of them, because it is the only one that has roots poking through, and so I fed it first, and then that's why it's the largest. Okay guys, so let me give you another look at what I have going outside. These are plants from last year that I propagated and I took inside, and you know, there's some that I worked with over the winter. So before I end this video of episode number 2, let me show you what they are. Okay guys, we are outside, and here is one of the plants that I have saved from last season. And if you've seen my other videos, I have made a few on this guy already, and it's still alive, so I kept it. It was DWC, now it's just cracky. Look at that, still alive and doing great. Water level is that low. I have a video coming up for this to show you how to maintain it, so keep an eye for that. Here's my purple boot that I kind of messed around with, chopped it back during the winter time, and now this is the size of it. These are lemon starbursts that I propagated. So before winter came, I chopped a few branches off and then propagated them, so they're doing great. A few more over here. I think that one's the Scarlet Rose, may not make it. This one's a Sriracha. And here is the lemon starburst from last year that I kept. I just chopped everything off, propagate the branches, and then the bottom is still there. So that's the guy from last year. It has one of the most beautiful fruits, so I'm really excited about it. Here's one of my grafted plant. Unfortunately, a few of the other grafted plant died because my electricity went out, and so the light were off for like a few days, and so it didn't make it. But this is the only one that made it. So Pekin on top, Sriracha at the bottom. Okay, here are the last few. This is the Crimson Starr that I grew in from seed, and I kept it indoor and trying to keep it small until now. So I kind of cut a few branches off already to keep it low. So I'm gonna let it grow now because the weather's great. And here is one of the prize plant. This is the Super Pekin. Look how beautiful this plant look. All these shoots everywhere, and the center was topped. And that's how I keep these guys small, by cutting the middle off. And then there's a few more. Those are the same, Super Pekin. And those were started from seeds. I was gonna use those for hydroponic, but I decided to take them outside. So there they are, guys. That is all I have right now. So this is it for episode number 2. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.